Hello everyone, myself Anshul. I welcome you all here. I am from BTech EC third year, member of Speakathon Club of TNP Cell of Guru Jameshwar University of Science and Technology, Hisar. Now I would like to call you all for introduction.
Hi everyone, myself Aman. I am from BTech EC third year. Today I am here for group discussion.
Hello everyone, I am Anisha Garg from BTech EC department third year.
Hello everyone, my name is Chirag. I'm the part of here for GD.
Hello everyone, my name is Divya Bansal. I am from BTech EC third year. I am here as a part of group discussion.
Hi all, this is Sakshi Sharma, roll number 52, and I am very delighted to be a part of this group discussion today.
Hello everyone, my name is Shagun. I am here for a group discussion.
Hello everyone, myself Dakshika from BTech Electronics and Communication, here to be a part of group discussion.
Hello everyone, I am Prakash Jha. I am in BTech EC third year. Here I am as a part of group discussion.
Education is the most empowering force in the world. It creates knowledge, builds confidence, breaks down barrier and opportunity. For children, it is their key to door to a better life. But unfortunately, many millions of children are far away from this key. So we all are gathered here for a group discussion on the topic, our education system needs serious reforms. So now all of you can start.
Okay, so I'm going to start. Now, before just directly jumping on to the reforms that are needed in our education system, I would like to discuss some wholesome points about the education itself. Like that's a very important thing. And I think education is not just about literacy, like reading and writing the things, it's about thinking accurately also. Education is not just about IQ, it should also include EQ. And education is not just about rote learning, it is about implementing them also. And education is not just about exams, it is a way of life. And as we see, there are multiple aspects for education. And in our Indian education system, it is unfortunate that these all points are not covered. And education is for the betterment of the student. It's not just about just read it from the book and write it down in the examination. As we can see in today's scenario also, like technology is changing very rapidly. Like if we see from the past 10 or 15 years, say, there was no such job subject such as web development, or we can say app development or animation. So things are changing, career opportunities are changing due to technology, and we have to adapt to those technologies. And it will be possible if our education system would be flexible enough, would be adaptable enough, so that students are more adaptable to the changes. So it is very much needed in our education system. So that's my point.
Anisha has told the importance of education very well. Now I would like to continue with the reforms we can make. First of all, we need to implement more practical knowledge or include more practical syllabus in our curriculum. Nowadays, the curriculum includes 80% theory and 20% practical only, which is very wrong in my point of view. So I emphasize to give, I want to give more emphasis on practical knowledge.
All of us know that we are in a pandemic situation, and in this pandemic situation, the negative effect, the loopholes of our education system is totally exposed. So, in my opinion, and if we take this pandemic to take this the to take the full opportunity of this pandemic, now we can digitalize our education system so that it can reach to even to the remote places, and all the people have access to it. So in my opinion, education system should be digitalized more.
As Anisha, Sakshi, and Sagun said, I agree to you all. To reform in our education system, we should use new technologies like artificial intelligence. Using artificial intelligence, students can do more practical work in spite of theory. As Sakshi said, we focus more on theory instead of practical. So using artificial intelligence, we can make robots and app developments. So these techniques save our times and helps us to gain the true knowledge. This is all from my side.
Okay, I agree with you all, but my opinion is little bit different from you all. I thought I will start from primary classes. In primary classes, we got to learn history of foreign countries like US and American, British Empire whole. But in my opinion, the major reform which we need is that we should learn about our freedom fighters more than that, and we should learn our religious books, and that may also affect the humanity, that may also increase the humanity in our surroundings. And as our all the religious, not only Bhagavad Gita, all the religious books of a particular religion should be studied by the students, that might change our mentality or our humanity, increase our humanity nature. And another reform which according to me is right, we should as Sakshi said, we should emphasis on practical knowledge rather than theoretical knowledge. And as we all know, we always emphasis on theoretical knowledge, and यार उसमें भी हम लोग रट्टा ही लगाते हैं, राइट? तो और better यही है कि we should emphasis on practical knowledge. And that's all from my side, and there are some more reforms which we will discuss.
Daksh, what you are saying is correct. I would like to add some more points regarding the reforms. I want to add a point regarding the communication skills, which is an important part, which is judged by each and every company. I think that primary and secondary schools must add a course on communication skills, which would which should made compulsory, so that students of different ages from the beginning only start speaking confidently, as competition is very much and mostly students are lacking in their communication skills. So if such kind of courses will be there, then our communication skills would improve and our coming generation would be more confident and also fearless, which while speaking in public. That's all from my side.
I agree with all of your points, but in my opinion, there should be some changes in our education system. First of all, marks still play a crucial role in the deciding the future of students, and the pressure of mark often makes the student underperformed. So instead of focusing the 3 hours exam, the evaluation process should be focused on classroom participation by the students, project, practical works, and communications and leadership skills. And this makes students feel good, and there will be student friendly environment. They will be more focused on their interested subject or skills, and students will give their best, and at the evaluated will be based from the student side. And there should be some more changes. We should add sports activities in our curriculum, so student can choose sports as their career. And there are still some changes, but the changes should be in systematic way. In the current scenario, teachers should be used projected or conduct webinar, because in my point of opinion, vision education or vision learning is more important than bookish learning. because whatever in the book we will learn, but if the teacher will provide extra knowledge to us, it will be very helpful for us in the upcoming days or in upcoming future. That's all from my side.
We,
Okay,
you
so
all say well, we need to do more, improve the quality of school education. There no focus, we are quit focusing on the degree of numbers. There is no focus on the merit of quality of education. Higher number of enrollment in the higher degree education is not proud of us. And is the lack of availability of the training of teachers at any level. Quality of teacher are missing in our education system. Whatever a child, knowledge is not depend, knowledge is not depend on the marks of his scores.
as Divya said about the communication skills, I would like to add some more points to it. Like there is demand for certain kind of skills. As Divya said, that's communication skills. So I would like to emphasize that communication skills are very crucial. Like it doesn't matter that whether you are in technical field or non-technical field or any other field. Communication is something which is not just for the students, it is a way of life, or it is very much important whether you do work in a corporate office or you just have your own business or something else. Like if we can say, we can take an example, like there is a person with the 80% of the technical skills and 20% we can say communication skills, and the worth of that person I think will be lesser than the person with 50% of the technical skills and 50% human skills, or we can say the communication skills. So that play a very crucial role in our career and in the schools also. Like we, if we see in our education system, whether in school or colleges, the main focus is only just on the subject. Like you have to read it from the book, write down it in your exam, and you will get a degree. You will become a scholar and all that. So that's not a way of education. I think it should be changed from the very beginning, or we can say from the primary schools. So that will create an impact on the overall education, or we can say the moral education of the student.
I would like to take Prakash's point to further point that our education system focuses more on conduct of examinations and evaluation processes. But in my point of view, it should give more emphasis on researches and case studies. And each of the student, or you can say college student research or research scholar, must do its case study by itself. No one should copy it from another students. That will help in improvement of their knowledge and their practical knowledge, which will give them more skill and they will become more liable for the development of country.
Yes, I'm totally agree what Anisha said. What I think, if we look at the numbers, if we look at the numbers in the primary school, the enrollment ratio is around 80%. But as we enter in secondary, school, the enrollment ratio decreases to around 50%. And as we enter in graduation, that enrollment ratio decreases to 27%. If we wanted to increase our human resource, and so in order to increase our human resource, we need a high enrollment ratio, so that most of our youth become graduate and able to contribute, and they will be able to contribute in our economy. And India should also need to emphasize more on practical training. If we look at the example of Germany, today Germany is known as engineering hub. uh, Germany become engineering hub because they emphasize more on their practical training. So if India also wanted to become a future superpower and engineering hub, and 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 to continue the Atmanirbhar campaign, we should need to emphasize more on practical training.
I agree to what Daksh said about the history. Firstly, we should know about our history in spite of like British and US. And as Divya said about communication skill, first of all, a child should know how to speak, and he or she should have that confidence that he or she can speak among 100 peoples. So this is the best key to success. Confidence is the, according to me, confidence is the best key to success.
Okay, I agree with you all, but some points are more, as I want to take this discussion to further some other points. For not only education or communication skills are important, there are some livelihood activities which are also important in our day-to-day life, and that must be there in our reforms. For example, if we take as Shagun take the example of Germany, I would like to take the example of Japan. In Japan, the children from first to in primary classes, that is first to fourth, they taught children how to manage your things, and how to do their livelihood works. For example, cleaning, dusting, cooking, etc. And that might be a major reform in our country, which should more emphasis, and rather than discriminating boy or girl, that girl would work in this, and it would be impactful in this situation too. And next thing, as not only communication skills are important, there are major communication, there are some more things which are important rather than communication. Person, we should taught how to dress, how to speak, and communication consists of many things, not only speaking. Better communication is that you should listen to first, and then you should speak now. So children should run first to listen, then to speak. And other reforms, as I have said, history must be included, and our freedom fighters must be included in our syllabus, and communication skills. And one more thing, government schools in our country, the major reform needed is in our government schools. There are much more discrimination between government and private schools in our country right now, as government school children are treated differently as compared to private schools. So in this, the reform must be needed. The education system must be consistent and common for all. That is, so then we can increase further by taking others. That's all from my side.
According to me, education system in India relies on rote learning only, and it doesn't encourage new ideas. Because of this, children lose creativity and are confined to textbooks only. Education doesn't mean learning textbooks. Education education system should be changed in our country. Students are not getting the educate and proper education. India India should do some serious reforms in education so that our future will be bright. Thank you.
I'm totally agree with all the points. There should be more practical curriculum in our syllabus, because if there will be more practical knowledge, we'll get more knowledge about that theory subject. And this is the major cause that there is no much practical curriculum in our syllabus. So there is lack of knowledge in that respective subject. And there should be case study in our curriculum, because the case study makes the student mind, makes their mind open, and their thought will be developed, their brain will be developed, and they will think differently. And they will also not cheat in exam, because all the students will get different cases in their evaluation process. And another thing is that in most our subjects are not updated, because the technology is updating continuously. And if our subjects are not updated with respect to technology, we'll get lost, because technology is getting better day by day. And so we'll also update with the technology. So there should be updated textbooks and curriculum in our course. So we'll get updated with the technology. Thank you. That's all from my side.
You all have said good
Okay, Chirag, I want to add some more points in this. As Prakash said, there are some major points which should be in current scenario. As Prakash and to all of us, our government is taking serious reforms from now onwards, and there are major reforms which has been taken as from primary being uh, the coding languages are our government is teaching the coding languages to the student and innovations. We are focusing in innovations and inventions rather than reading our uh, previous history scriptures and previous inventions. So I think this might be a reform for all of us to get into this, and I hope that the government or the our upcoming government and the current government would take certain major reforms like that. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Okay, so I would like to add one more last point to this discussion, which is about finance. Like finance is a topic which can't be neglected in our life. So we are all taught to just how to earn money, but no one teaches us how to manage them. Like if we see some case studies also, the amount of people investing in stocks in India is very much less than the amount of people who invest in stocks. So that's an important aspect. Like we are not aware about the investment, we are not aware about the digitalization also. So that thing is very much important. Like in a country like India, like there is a huge population, and if we do all the like work in the cash, that is not possible. And today also in these times also digitalization is taking place, which is a very good thing. So we also should be taught about like finance and managing the money, like nifty and some stock market courses should be there for the students, so so that they can learn more about finance. So that's a very important thing. So that's all from my side.
I
I want
wanted
to
to I also wanted to add a quote to this. India reforming its education system will become developed from developing. So we need very serious reforms. And also regarding for the reforms for students, we also need to prepare some awareness programs for the parents so that they don't give pressure to their students to get marks in comparison with other students. But they should also motivate their students to understand the things from basic and just learn the new skills. That's it. Thank you.
I agree, but adding some points that there should be sports in our curriculum, because in school children get bored and they will feel tired at last classes, and if sports will be included at the break time, they will feel relaxed and there will be more focus from the student side on their study. So sports should be in our curriculum from school level to the university level. That's all from my side.
Okay, I want to add one more point that we should focus on our regional language or on our Matrabhasha, that is Hindi, rather than teaching foreign languages, as other countries like Japan, China, and some more countries teaches their own language and done things in their own language. So it will be better for reform for us if we learn our own language more than that of foreign. And that's all from my side.
I want to add some points to the judge, that there should be moral education should also include in our system, because the advancement of technology and different subjects, we will losses the knowledge of moral education, because we have, due to advancements of technology and different subject, there is less moral values in the students. They will forget how to respect, how to talk, and how to preserve their tradition, culture, or language. So moral educations or moral subjects should be included in our syllabus also. because it will also save our culture heritage also.
You all have spoken very well. Among a survey of 72 countries, India ranked 73 in terms of quality education, and China was on the top. So it's a high time when we need a serious reforms in terms of education, because it will not only enhance the quality of the education, but it will ultimately increase the knowledge of the people of the country, and it will help in the development of a country. Thank you all for your participation.